Yeah, 24/7 on this mosh shit. Brush, sold a whole pack inside the mosh pit. Watch this. You're either in it or you're in the way. You're either in it or you're in the way. 2 in the morning and I'm
Premier Battles, No Loose Chat, Rebuild Manchester. If you're in the building, make some fucking noise! As always, the start of every battle for this event, I just want to say rest in peace to Jamal Edwards, an absolute honour in this scene, so make some noise, man.
Rest in peace,
Always, always.
And we're getting straight into it. On the left-hand side is an absolute honour to represent this man. Manchester, one of your own, one of the co-founders of Premier Battles. Make some noise! Let's go, Vincent! Let's go!
Alright, alright. Alright, fucking hell. So we came from London, we're the visitors today. It's alright though, it's alright. No Loose Chat, we're in the building. Make some noise for Joker Starr on the right, please. Yeah, I'm making this one a fucking crazy shit. Let's go.
Oh, Briggz still in the bed.
Still working,
Yo, we decided off camera. Joker Starr going first. As well, I'm on a Joker Starr. Let's go.
Yo, can you hear me?
Let's go.
Yeah, the king of the Premier Battles teams is back. 2-1 pride, 3-0 shots is history, it's facts. Body Briggz, body shots like Ricky Hatton when he sees the pads. The only 3-0 on the channel. Ask Cole JB1, see the stats. But these punches left him on his back with his world spinning. That's why he believe it's flat. Oh, Premier Battles. The Premier League in rap. But good battlers you haven't got. Northern Leagues, look at the stars you got. Without London rappers, it's hard to watch. You got Briggsy, Shotty, Darper. That lineup is hard to top, but you right. You are the Premier League because you Man United and now you a laughing stock. Yeah! You ain't done nothing but push your friends and push your peeps. Make mistakes of the people you choose to use and keep and fuck up the fucking event losing fees. You like fucking, you built Raptor, you built Rex. Now they're just dinosaurs that we used to see. Your city's like Pacquiao on a losing streak. Cause the fighting Manny just ain't what it used to be. Manchester ain't been the same since Alex Ferguson chose to move his seat. Players come under scrutiny like when Cristiano choose to speak. The lineup you choose is weak like when Roy Keane choose to abuse the T. Manny versus London, you get beat. Ain't nothing different. This the 95 Gunners versus the Dirty Manx. I ain't fucking with him. Before the match, I wanna kill him. After the match, I ain't fucking with him. Dirty Manx, you ain't fucking winning. I'm Patrick Vieira with that tunnel vision, yeah. I ain't giving Manx no respect. And that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Yeah, how his rounds go. It's the theater of dreams. The devil in me kicking around slow, so I take shots at the crowd and fuck up this pussy. I'm like Viva Ronaldo. Zoom! Time. God.
See, round here they call you the God. No, we don't. We never have, and we never will. You're only known as a joker, so pay attention. Because this will be the same short mank jokes, the routine rolling over. See, I know you, Joker. You're mixing them hot-headed ginger bars to comb them over, and that's true. Till I have to show him how fireman is when Snoop has him in a fireman's lift over his shoulders. Told you. See, they should have told you. To No Loose Chat, you're only known as a choker. The only time Joker's been dreaded is when he posed for the photo we upload to the poster. We had to sit down to commission this. If you're the main guy and envision this, the show is over. If I stick a blade in him, you'll see the blood splash over the skull like initiation for La Cosa Nostra. He's Donnie Brasco. He's Donnie Brasco. He plays the part but can't swim for the deep ends. He tends to shit on all these newcomers. While we're trying to make the scene mend, it's funny he calls himself God. Cause his whole life's been in pretend. You see sense? The fucking Daft Punk only plays Starboy for the weekend. Let's get So let's get to the truth. You're the only UK veteran always expected to lose. You're a legend to who? Manchester, I'm setting the mood. He calls himself God because these days he struggles to connect with the youth, but we can thank God. Struggles to connect with the youth, but we can thank God I can make this a divine intervention and remove everybody connected to you. So let's get to the truth. You're in your 40s and still haven't made it. Yet every year keep passing stages of your relevancy and battles fading, but you actually hate it. Because his image never fit the scene. It just passed the date, which meant we get this big loud star. But to me, it's Mark Hamill. His image never fit the scene, so we had to make that Joker animated. He's laughing now. He's like you're new to the streets. They stand behind you now, bro, but Paris didn't want to use you for the team. You're here for a narrative. Not because they truly believe that you can truly achieve where the disappointment in you bears heavier than them jewels and them beads. It's all fake. From the love shown by Snoop and the team, you're a resume battler. Someone they give to newcomers as a plate of food they can eat. He gets used, and it's deep. It's only the start of the year for Prem, so I ain't gonna lose any sleep to treat Joker like the Cup of Nations and have the African star removed from the league. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Joker.
Shotty's Briggz is a hater. It's just in his nature. So I'm adjusting my nature to not entrust them with favors. They're crying over footage and placement. I don't play games with shit that I hold close to my statements. Fucking hell, man.
Joker.
Lord knows I ain't nothing to play with. You gonna do to him? Lose to him? This man is average. Fucking hell. Sorry. What I gotta prove to him? Lose to him? This man is average. This is the North versus South. The dispute in the land is tragic. This is politics. You brought this up to the stage so you fan can gas it. But us man are savage. Cause London been shutting down your pit since the days of Maggie Thatcher's. You man's is gassing. Oh shit, man.
So they keep saying I saved UK battle rap.
Facts.
You did? Nah. That respect ain't mine to build, because I came from a golden era, where heads in this very room came to define the skill, but it became a pyramid. Heads came with the axe designed to kill. I just heard the sirens and saw the scene change. Welcome to Silent Hill. Fuck you. Straight stop writing this bar. Welcome to Silent Hill, fuck Joker. Because every bit of building I did, I came to collapse for good. I'm throwing body shots till my hands are numb and his body slumps. We have to stand him up. Parry's screaming, that's enough, because your boys might build your environment. But when the scene was left for dead, I still came back for blood. This is not a game. Because I don't give a fuck about any little schemes that he writes. Because if I have to read you your rights, it's only after I lick your blood clean off the knife. The scene moved on. The scene moved on. He struggled to leave it behind. This is Alice in Borderland. I had to introduce you to this card to keep you alive. It's too easy. It's too easy. So now I've got to punish him for the bad business done by the crew you're repping. And I'm not trying to point any fingers, but it's just too easy for me to look into Snoop's direction. He's too depressing. He built a fake front for the fans. The scene's hollow like a movie setting. But you like to talk about being disrespected, but there's always a few things you seem to forget or choose to mention. We kept you relevant. when the scene left you behind, because you didn't learn a thing. If we didn't make you a manager, you wouldn't have been a battler, because you ain't worth a thing. We paid you for every battle, gave you a platform when you didn't deserve a thing. Funny we made him leader of the Knights, because the Knights' only role is to serve its king, so fuck the
We gave you so much. Finish your food. Hey.
Stick to the show, Joker. Finish your food.
So let's see if this league defend you. Because at least together we got to eat to a decent measure, Umbrella Corp. You let the scene infect you, to the point his hands are now locked together like Lisa Trevor. I'm killing Star's career, like he's on a team with Wesker, and the T100's on the scene to get you, because I'd like to say this has been a pleasure, but it's been hard to kill you in front of your own team who don't even seem to respect you. Fuck it. Cry about being manager in a year. And us not building a statue in your memory. You beat Koj 5 years ago, bro. He choked every round. But you cling to it like it's your legacy. Since then, you choke every fucking battle, bro. What the fuck do you expect from me? How about you tap me down, say thanks for keeping me relevant, Briggs, and have some fucking respect for me time. Let's go.
Hold it down.
I apologize to everybody, you know. Sometimes on the stage I've been sloppy. Haven't read the scene properly. I might as well freestyle something because, you know, I see that I'm losing grips on my hobby. You know, I see all of you as brothers, you know what I'm saying? And it's hard to fucking let go of something you love doing. You know, you spent a decade of pursuing relationships you have with brothers that in the end you just want to keep coming because you know without it you never see them. You know what I mean? And you're right, Shotty Horroh. We've always fucking had our back and forth, but it's always love and always respect.
Every time.
You know what I'm saying?
Magic.
Koj, always get on your case. Look, it's love. Understand? Always the best. Every time. Briggsy, this is my brother. I always show him respect. You know what I mean? Thank you for involving me. I mean, sometimes, bro, like, sometimes it's hard when you just know that it ain't in here no more. It's like Khan and Brook. You know what I mean? Prepare, come to the stage, and it look like you get shook. But, man, what can I say? Thank you for the years and memories. Don't worry, no loose chat, you don't have to pay. I love you all, man. Bless.
Hold it down on stage.
That was cute. Sound like, here, Briggs, I wrote it, but he's still on call.
Nasty man.
Yo, but no bullshit aside, I got love for Kevin. There's no denying what I told you. It's just a sad state of affairs when the OG becomes the conference star only hired to pose for his photo. That's all you've become. You're not a star, bro, so I hope you smile for the poster. They say the scene wants peace, but if I stick it on his chest, it'll take more than a phoenix to fire up a Joker. More villain bars, but they're so fitting, because I've been on calls where they clowned him. Yet they call this a rivalry, just to throw you into trouble and capture it as you're drowning. I bet they told you were fire, bro, as they circled you with a petrol can that you're now dousing. Welcome to the Suicide Squad, because it seems from this scene the Joker's oblivious to all the knives that surround him. You turned his booking into a mountain. He's been killed twice in a fortnight, bro, so they wonder why I doubt him. Buddy has been killed twice in a fortnight by the same circle of poison that surrounds him. Your career sucked hit points. See, the God thought he was an eternal, right before the moment he fell. And we realised the only thing eternal about this God is his whole world's now imploding around himself. Your world ended during a rebuild, like it wasn't going to happen. Bro, no loose chat cared way more about beating Prem than he did about developing the talent. I told Snoop I'm not feeling this. Give me a new name on the roster they're looking to push for the year. But he was like, take Joker Starr now. Lo and behold, now he's here. I wanted Black T or YD. Two of the names that backed the league on the diss tracks, but instead of developing talent, they played it safe and gave me this twat.
Snoop has to do that. Snoop has to do that. Paris was like...
They played it safe and gave me this twat. Shut up! So the reason we didn't book Bobby, Bizzle, Koj, Raptor ain't down to the fact they weren't available. It was to give people like Sam Heights and Darpa the opportunity to share a big stage, because last year they weren't obtainable. So fuck the final number on the scoreboard. The reality is, No Loose Chat will never get past the basics, because it's run by a bunch of bad kids on a day trip. We're putting you on. That's 100%. Don't mistake it. Every side diss and booking tactic, you know we saved it. And if I remove the plug, then you know the Matrix. I told you I'd fucking kill him. No debating. Take him. I told you I'd fucking kill him. No debating. Take him and the whole league below the basement. This is Prev. And I don't want to hear another word again, because I just delivered Snoop with another body like his wife's giving birth again.